There exists an ancient and enigmatic symbol. It has appeared across various peoples and nations, present in countless cultures and beliefs, while enduring through different historical eras. However, for an organization, this symbol carries an entirely different meaning. It is the swastika symbol. R404 will join you in exploring the true meaning of the swastika in the upcoming video. The swastika is an ancient symbol with deep historical roots. Whether in ancient or modern times, from Asia, Europe to Africa, East or West, the swastika symbol has been widely recognized. However, its true meaning has been interpreted in many different ways. In Buddhism, the swastika is one of the 32 auspicious marks of the Buddha. Buddhism also regards it as a symbol representing the Buddha. Meanwhile, in Indian culture, the swastika is considered a symbol of luck and prosperity. In the belief of Tagau, the swastika symbolizes the eternity of life. However, there are also opinions that it is a hooked cross, an emblem associated with Hitler and the Nazi regime. Chu Van. The swastika is a symbol of prosperity and good fortune, widely found in many places around the world. Humanity has known the swastika symbol for thousands of years, long before the Nazi regime came into existence. It was originally a sacred symbol, revered and honored in many different cultures throughout history. The oldest swastika ever discovered belongs to the Nat Kong civilization, dating back over 50,000 years. This civilization sank to the bottom of the Pacific Ocean around 12,000 years ago. The swastika was also engraved on ancient Mesopotamian coins, often appearing in Christian art and early works of Byzantine, also known as the Gamma Cross. Additionally, this plant species is also found in Central and South America, and was even commonly used in the artistic works of the ancient Maya civilization. The question arises: why do so many different ethnic groups, cultures, and civilizations, despite being completely isolated and having no contact with one another, all venerate the swastika symbol? The swastika is such a sacred symbol. When tracing back through history to the cultural origins of East Asia in search of answers, people discovered that within two ancient diagrams, the river chart, Ha-du, and the Luo writing, Lak-tu, which seemingly had no connection to the swastika, hidden clues were embedded like scattered puzzle pieces. Draw aside the veil of mystery. The river chart, Ha-du, and the Luo writing, Lak-tu, are the foundations of Feng Shui and the I Ching. Fu Shi relied on the river chart to deduce the earlier Heaven 8 trigrams, while King Wen of Zhou based his interpretation on the Luo writing to derive the later Heaven 8 trigrams. Through the 8 trigrams, the ancients comprehended the laws of the universe's motion, recognizing the transformation and progress of society. Not only did they deeply understand the past and present, but they could also foresee the future. From this, it becomes clear that both the Ha-du and the Lak-tu contain profound, primordial knowledge far beyond ordinary human understanding. The ancients believed that the river chart, Ha-du, and the Luo writing, Lak-tu, were divine gifts from heaven, bestowed only upon virtuous and enlightened rulers. These symbols represented the mandate of heaven, signifying the ruler's divine right to govern in accordance with celestial will. People often say that if the mystical and profound were fully revealed, what would remain as secrets, as essence, and what would be left for future generations to explore and discover? Over thousands of years, humanity has tirelessly researched and explored, yet still cannot fully comprehend all the mysteries of the universe. Human knowledge is but a grain of sand in the vast ocean. Even a sage like Confucius of the spring and autumn period once looked up to the heavens and sighed. The phoenix is nowhere to be seen, the Hichu and Luoshu have vanished as well. My life has been wasted, all for naught. Thus, the meaning of the swastika symbol likely transcends human comprehension. Can the swastika be considered a symbol of luck and goodness? Does it perhaps represent eternal life? Not wrong, but this interpretation is still too narrow, as the swastika is inherently a distinctive symbol of Buddhism. If we merely regard this as a simple symbol of luck, we cannot truly grasp the profound mystique within Buddhist teachings. Therefore, to answer the question of why the swastika has been revered everywhere, from east to west, throughout history, by all peoples, faiths, and diverse cultures? Because, since the dawn of time, deep within their veins, humans have inherently possessed a nature that worships deities, Buddhism. Every culture has its own distinct names and honors for the gods. But in the end, all belong to Buddhism and Taoism. Taoists revere the Tai Chi symbol, while Buddhists venerate the swastika, sacred and mystical emblems deeply revered by ancient sages. The ancients held the swastika in great reverence, so whenever they painted, carved, or crafted this symbol, they always placed it in solemn and sacred spaces, such as on the chest of Buddha statues, within temples, in holy halls, or on ritual objects and ceremonial offerings. But today, many people view the swastika superficially. Some treat it as a commodity for profit, while others merely use it as jewelry or simple decoration. The swastika has been passed down through generations to remind humanity to always remember their roots, uphold reverence, and follow the divine teachings. Only then can people receive the protection and blessings of the Buddhas and deities. The swastika and the taiji coexist harmoniously, complementing each other, helping humanity maintain reverence for both Buddhism and Taoism. Buddhism and Taoism have existed for thousands of years as two distinct philosophies, yet they eventually converged and blended to express the laws of the universe together. Taoism and Buddhism, Tran and Thien, these also represent one layer of meaning behind the swastika and taiji symbols as passed down in folk tradition. To Van Market, once a haunting memory of the past. Today, the mere sight of the swastika immediately makes many people think of the Nazi Germany's hooked cross symbol. According to folk tales, one of the reasons the French authorities demanded the abbot of Two Dam Pagoda, Hugh, to change the direction of the swastika was because they believed it to be a symbol of Nazi Germany. This was also an awareness that haunted humanity for a long stretch of the 20th century. The swastika, or svastika, is one of the oldest symbols in history. Many people believe that the swastika symbol used by Hitler was inspired by the Buddhist swastika symbol. However, this assessment is not entirely accurate. Buddhism is just one of many religious cultural aspects of humanity that uses the swastika symbol. In the regions of Iran and northern India, there once existed a group of people known as the Aryans. They considered themselves a purebred race, far superior to all neighboring cultures. And the swastika was once considered the emblematic symbol of that group. The fascists also claimed to be of the Aryan race. Therefore, when the Nazis sought a symbol, they chose what they believed represented the purity they claimed as their own. Finally, the swastika with clockwise rotating arms was chosen as the national emblem, become a symbol of anti-Semitic organizations. When the Nazi Party was founded in 1919, they adopted the swastika symbol, which was associated with ancient Aryan culture, became a shared symbol of German nationalism and was revered by Hitler. The swastika originally held a positive meaning for thousands of years, but now it has been tainted with the worst connotations, obscuring its original value. Hitler's swastika was designed by Dr. Friedrich Krohn, featuring a black color and tilted at a 45-degree angle on a white circular background. S actually the abbreviation of two-letter S. State. The black swastika symbolizes darkness and curses. However, upon closer inspection, you'll notice the fundamental difference between the fascist swastika and the traditional swastika symbol in various cultures. These two symbols are completely distinct. The Nazi swastika is tilted at a 45-degree angle, while the ancient swastika stands upright. Nowadays, whenever the ancient swastika symbol appears, most people automatically assume it represents Nazi Germany and believe that those who use it support fascism. You might also be surprised to see the swastika as a Buddhist symbol, as many people associate it with the hooked cross, a symbol of Hitler's brutality. Indeed, the immense influence of the organization led by Hitler was so overwhelming that it could easily distort our thinking if we did not study it carefully. It is truly unfortunate that the swastika, originally a symbol of life and happiness, has become associated with atrocities, something the ancients surely never imagined. However, these two symbols still differ in shape, allowing us to distinguish between the swastika representing purity and the hooked cross symbol of Nazi Germany. Besides the above shares, if you have any additional useful information, feel free to discuss further with us in the comment section below. Thank you for joining me in today's video. Wishing everyone a wonderful day, and see you again tomorrow.